Hi, in this video I want to cover off the WP Pipeline Security Management. Now we can go to the Security Management page by selecting Security Management and select Page View. And that will give us the page that we're looking at now. And it'll be a familiar view. On the left-hand side we have the option to select our blogs and of course the various functions from the Just Do It drop-down list. On the right hand side, in this case, we've got some instructions and some links to some free WordPress plugins. Now you can use whatever plugins you want, of course, to add additional security to your own blogs, but these are the ones that we recommend, and we've also integrated them into WP Pipeline so that you've got central management over these plugins and some additional functions such as some AVG checks as well. Now we'll cover all these plugins and our options in detail in later videos, but for this video I just want to show you how to install these particular plugins so we can get off the ground. So the first thing I'm going to do is just click on these links. So this is Better WP Security, and you notice it opens a link up here. Similarly, I would do the same with WordFence, and again I can do the same with Security Secure Check Malware Scanner, and that will open up in a new tab as well. Now the reason I've opened up this new tab I'll come back to in just one moment, but if I go back to WP Pipeline, as I said, we want to install these plugins, and we do that from the main control page. So I'm just going to select that page view and go back to the main control page. We have the plugins library, so I can now go to the tabs we opened previously and copy Security. I'll just right click and copy that link location. Go back here, paste it into the add remote plugin box, add the plugin, and it will add it to the library for me. And what I could do now is do the same with the other tabs. Copy the link location for WordFence, add that to my library, and I can copy the link from Better WP Security, and similarly add that to the library. Okay, now I've got these three plugins added to the library and selected. And over here I have three blogs that I've selected. Now of course you can do one, some, or all of the blogs as is required. But I'm just going to use these three just to demo the installation, keep the video down to a reasonable length. Okay, now I'm going to mass install those plugins, and I will go off and install each one in turn. And you'll see this action happening down here in the bottom right hand side. And once the plugins are installed, it'll tell you at the bottom that it's plugin installation completed, and then we can go back and simply activate all those plugins. And again, once those plugins are activated, we can go back to our security page to continue with the rest of the configuration. Now I'll cover all these individual ones in separate videos, but just before we finish here, just want to end on a note of caution. And I've got up here, it says important to ensure you have current backups before configuring security. Now you must remember that applying security to your blogs does mean sometimes affecting some of the files, some of the configuration, some of the settings, and the object is to keep out hackers. And of course, that does potentially mean you could keep yourself out if some incorrect settings were made or some mistakes happened. So make sure you have some current backups before you configure the security. Now everything that, start again here. So everything that WP Pipeline does automatically shouldn't be a problem. So everything should be okay. So it does the levels of security that shouldn't really lock you out, etc. But as I said, be on the safe side, make sure you've got backups before you do any configurations.